Hello everyone, and welcome to my Young and the Restless official 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Chelsea Lawson had always loved the thrill of a secret, loved owning one, hinting at one, dangling it like a blade over the heads of those who underestimated her, but even she had never imagined how intoxicating this new secret was until she and Adam uncovered Kane Ashby's buried truth. A truth so volatile that even saying it out loud made her pulse race with the sheer power it gave her, and with that power came a kind of reckless arrogance she wasn't even trying to hide. The drama began earlier that morning at Crimson Lights when Chelsea leaned across the table, her voice a whisper coated with poison, telling Adam that the clock was ticking for Kane, that the moment they cornered him with the truth, they would finally dismantle the fragile little world he'd built since crawling out of the ashes of his last disaster. Adam had smirked, always hungry for leverage, always ready to crack someone open just to see what spilled out. He thinks he's safe, Adam murmured, stirring his coffee with maddening calm, but we both know secrets don't stay buried in Genoa City. Someone always digs them up. Chelsea smiled back, eyes glittering with satisfaction, because she wasn't just planning to dig Kane's secret up, she was planning to detonate it. What neither of them expected was Lily Winters stepping into the cafe right as Chelsea's voice rose loud enough for her to overhear the words Kane and ruin in the same sentence. One look at Chelsea's face, the smug confidence radiating off her like perfume, and Lily instantly knew something was wrong. She walked over, spine stiff, chin lifted, a protective storm swirling in her eyes. "What are you two plotting now?" she demanded, folding her arms as Adam's smirk grew deeper, like her anger was the entertainment of his day. Chelsea, ever the actress, feigned innocence at first, insisting she was merely concerned about Kane, but the longer Lily stared at her, the faster Chelsea's mask began to crumble. Then she said the one thing that snapped Lily's restraint, "If Kane won't be honest with you, Lily, maybe it's time someone else is." Lily's heartbeat thundered in her ears. "What does that mean?" she asked, her voice low, trembling not with fear but with the heat of a rising fury. Chelsea should have stopped there. She should have backed away, swallowed her pride, walked out before she hit a nerve Lily couldn't ignore, but Chelsea Lawson never backed down, not when she thought she had the upper hand. She leaned forward, lips curling. "Ask him what happened that night in Chicago," she taunted. "Ask him why he suddenly changed his mind about." She didn't finish the sentence. She didn't get the chance. Lily's open palm connected with Chelsea's cheek in a crack so loud the cafe fell into a dead, breathless silence. Chelsea stumbled back a step, her eyes wide with shock, her hand flying to her face as pain and outrage collided. Adam jolted to his feet, instantly stepping between them, not out of loyalty but because he smelled opportunity rising like smoke. Customers froze, baristas stopped mid-pour, and Lily stood trembling in disbelief at what she had just done. But the fury still burning in her chest told her she wasn't sorry. Not even a little. "Kane is not your toy," Lily hissed, her voice hoarse with emotion. "He is not some pawn for you to manipulate whenever your life gets boring. Stay away from him." Chelsea tried to regain her footing, tried to summon her signature self-righteous confidence, but the slap had unbalanced her in more ways than one. "You think you can stop what's coming?" Chelsea spat. "You can't protect him forever, Lily. People deserve to know who he really is." Adam stepped forward, his eyes cold, calculating. "Kane should have told you himself," he said, as if he were delivering a moral lecture instead of twisting the knife. "We're just leveling the playing field." But Lily didn't flinch, didn't cower, didn't shrink beneath Adam's icy stare. She stepped closer until she was chest to chest with him. "You don't get to level anything in my life," she shot back. "And if you or Chelsea come near Kane again with your threats, I promise neither of you will like the outcome." Even Adam blinked at the intensity radiating off her. "But Chelsea?" Chelsea was trembling, not from fear, but from humiliation. From the public slap. From the fact that Lily Winters had just shattered the illusion of power she'd been clinging to all morning. And humiliation was something Chelsea Lawson never tolerated. So she pointed at Lily with a shaking finger. "You're going to regret putting your hands on me," she seethed. And Kane? He's going to regret ever trusting you with the truth. Lily sucked in a sharp breath, the weight of those words slamming into her like a blow. What truth was Chelsea referring to? What secret was Kane hiding that these two thought they could weaponize? The question rattled around her mind until she could hardly breathe. She stormed out of Crimson Lights, her pulse pounding, her emotions swirling in a whirlwind of fear, anger, and disbelief. The slap replayed in her head again and again, the sound of flesh hitting flesh, the stunned look on Chelsea's face, the horrified gasps around the cafe. Part of her regretted losing control like that. Part of her feared she'd just made a bad situation worse. But a deeper part, a part fueled by loyalty and love, felt justified. Kane had been through too much. He had clawed his way back from scandal, heartbreak, betrayal, loss. He had worked to rebuild his life, to restore his relationships, to reinvent himself into someone Lily could trust again. And now Adam and Chelsea were circling like vultures, ready to rip it all apart. No. Lily wouldn't allow it. Not now. Not ever. Meanwhile, as Lily rushed across town desperate to find Kane, Chelsea, and Adam retreated to the corner table, the cafe still buzzing with whispers about what had just happened. Adam arched a brow. That went well, he said dryly. Chelsea snapped her glare toward him. Don't, she growled. Do not make jokes right now. She grabbed her purse with stiff fingers, still stunned that Lily, sweet, patient, diplomatic Lily, had struck her. Adam leaned back, amusement threading through his caution. That slap told me one thing, he said. She's scared. And people only react like that when they know the secret you're holding could blow up their entire world. Chelsea swallowed hard, still feeling the heat of Lily's hand against her cheek. But Adam's words steadied her. Because he was right. Lily was scared. And fear meant they had control. Or at least, Adam thought they did. Across town, Lily burst into the GCAC gym where Kane was wrapping up a workout. The moment he saw her, her flushed cheeks, her trembling hands, her panic barely contained, he rushed toward her. Lily? What happened? What's wrong? She opened her mouth, ready to demand answers, but something in Kane's eyes stopped her, something haunted, something familiar, something that instantly told her Chelsea wasn't bluffing. The secret was real. And Kane knew exactly which one they were threatening to expose. Kane exhaled shakily and reached for her shoulders. It's not what Adam and Chelsea think it is, he tried to assure her, but Lily stepped back quickly, needing space, needing air. Then tell me, she pleaded. Tell me what they think they know. Tell me before they do. Kane hesitated. A dangerous, painful hesitation that cracked her heart wide open. Lily, please. I never wanted you caught in the middle of this. Then you should have told me the truth, she whispered. Before he could speak, before he could confess or deny or explain, her phone buzzed. A text from Chelsea. If Kane won't tell you the truth in the next hour, I will. Lily's breath faltered. Kane's face paled. The bomb was ticking now, loudly, viciously, with no way to defuse it cleanly. Back at Crimson Lights, Chelsea paced outside, her cheek still stinging, her pride still raw, her mind spinning with the urgency of maintaining the upper hand. Adam stood with his hands in his pockets, watching her with that dangerous blend of amusement and ambition. This isn't just about Kane anymore, he said. Lily made it personal. Chelsea stopped pacing, her jaw tightening. She thinks slapping me will silence me? No. It only made things louder. She lifted her chin. If she wants a war, she's got one. Adam's smile darkened. Then let's start the countdown. Inside the GCAC gym, Lily shook her head, tears burning behind her eyes. Kane, whatever this secret is, whatever happened in Chicago, you need to tell me now. Tell me before Chelsea destroys us both. Kane closed his eyes, a lifetime of regret pressing into his expression, and when he opened them, Lily felt her knees weaken. He was about to speak. About to confess something he had spent months, maybe years, burying. Something big. something life-altering. And Lily still had the imprint of her hand on Chelsea's cheek as a reminder that she was already in too deep. Across town, Chelsea was dialing a number she had sworn she'd never call again, someone connected to Kane's past, someone who held a piece of the truth, someone she planned to bring into Genoa City as her final weapon. Adam watched her, intrigued. "You're really doing this," he murmured. Chelsea didn't answer. She didn't have to. The look in her eyes said everything. The war between them had officially begun. And Lily Winters, still shaking from the slap heard across Genoa City, was about to learn that secrets, even the ones kept out of love, can destroy faster than any enemy ever could. The air around Lily and Kane thickened with tension so heavy it felt suffocating, like the walls of the GCAC gym were slowly closing in on them, pressing them toward a truth neither of them felt fully prepared to face. Kane ran a trembling hand through his hair, pacing in short, frantic strides as Lily stood rooted to the floor, her breath unsteady, her arms wrapped around herself like she needed to physically hold her world together before it could split in two. "Just say it," she whispered again, her voice cracking from the strain of the morning, Chelsea's threats, Adam's smirk, her own hand striking a face she once considered a friend. "Kane, I need you to trust me. Whatever happened in Chicago, whatever they think they have. I need to hear it from you. Not from Chelsea. Not from Adam. From you." Kane stopped pacing, his expression tortured, his eyes glistening with fear he couldn't hide anymore. "It's not that simple, Lily," he murmured. "If you hear this, everything changes." Lily stepped forward, swallowing the urge to cry. "Everything is already changing, Kane. You just don't see it yet." He looked away, jaw clenched, chest rising and falling with the weight of the confession clawing its way up his throat. "I didn't tell you because I wanted to protect you. I didn't want you dragged into something you didn't sign up for." Lily laughed bitterly through the adrenaline still coursing through her body. "Dragged in? Kane, Chelsea confronted me today. She threw Chicago in my face. She threatened to expose something about you that you clearly should have told me. I slapped her because she hit the one nerve that matters." He flinched at that. "What nerve?" he asked, though he already knew. "The nerve," Lily said, stepping closer, "that makes me fight for you. That makes me defend you. That makes me believe in you even when the rest of the world counts you out." Kane's eyes fell shut, a single tear threatening to slip. "Lily. I didn't deserve that slap you gave her." "Maybe not," she admitted softly. "But Chelsea deserved it." When Kane finally met her gaze, she saw something break open inside him, a crack in the armor he wore so tightly around his past. "Chicago wasn't an accident," he finally said, and Lily felt her stomach twist. "It wasn't random. It wasn't bad timing. I went there for a reason, and I came back with a mistake I've been trying to outrun." Lily's voice barely emerged as a whisper. "What mistake?" Before Kane could answer, his phone buzzed in his pocket. A notification flashed across the screen. "From Chelsea. Clock's ticking. 30 minutes left. Then I talk." Kane's breath hitched. Lily looked at the message, fury igniting her again. "She's enjoying this," Lily growled. "She's enjoying watching us fall apart." Kane hung his head. "And I gave her the ammunition." Lily stepped back, her heart pounding in her ears. "Kane, just tell me. Please." He inhaled sharply, his shoulders stiffening with resolve. "I was tracking someone in Chicago. Someone who'd been blackmailing me long before you and I got close again. Someone connected to my past in ways I didn't realize until too late." Lily's eyes narrowed. "Who?" Kane swallowed hard. "Someone Chelsea just called." The words hit Lily like a blow. Meanwhile, across town, Chelsea paced outside Society's patio, her phone still warm in her grip after placing the call she swore she'd never make. Every part of her body still tingled with the ghost of Lily's slap, a humiliation so raw it festered under her skin, fueling her determination to go scorched earth. Adam watched her from the doorway, leaning against the frame like a man observing a wildfire he had no intention of putting out. You know, he said coolly, there's a difference between exposing someone's secrets and burning your entire bridge to ash. Chelsea shot him a glare sharp enough to cut glass. Lily hit me. In public. She crossed the line. Now I'm crossing back. Adam chuckled under his breath. Difference is, Chelsea, when you cross lines, you tend to drag everyone down with you. She ignored him, resuming her pacing as adrenaline surged through her bloodstream. Kane thinks he can hide behind Lily, she said. He thinks love is a shield. It's not. Truth always wins. Adam arched a brow. Truth or revenge? Chelsea's jaw clenched. Both. Just then, her phone buzzed again. Landing soon. Meet me at the Grand Phoenix. Chelsea smiled. Adam's eyes widened slightly. You're bringing him here? To Genoa City? Chelsea, that's nuclear. Chelsea turned to him, her expression dark and unyielding. Good. Because Kane deserves nuclear. Adam considered her for a long moment, then nodded once. Fine. But just remember this, when the fallout hits, you're not just blowing up Kane. You're blowing up Lily. And Lily hits back. Chelsea's cheek pulsed at the reminder. But she didn't care. Not anymore. Meanwhile, back inside the GCAC gym, Kane sank onto a bench as Lily knelt beside him, gripping his hands. Kane, look at me, she said gently. He forced himself to meet her gaze. Who is she bringing here? Lily asked. Kane's voice dropped to a whisper. Julian. Lily froze. Julian. Julian Stiles, Kane clarified, and Lily's heart stuttered. She knew that name. Everyone in the corporate world did. A con artist. A strategist. A ghost who floated between cities destroying reputations like a hobby. What does Julian want from you? She demanded. Kane's hand shook in hers. He claims I cost him everything years ago. That a deal I exposed destroyed his life. He tried blackmailing me last year, but I didn't bite. He followed me to Chicago. I confronted him. Things got ugly, and Chelsea overheard part of the argument. Lily inhaled sharply. Is that all? Kane looked away. No. The word sliced through Lily like a razor. He told me that if I didn't pay him, he'd go after you. Your reputation. Your family. Everything. Lily's breath caught. So you paid him? Kane shut his eyes. I didn't want you dragged into it. I thought I could make it disappear. Lily stood, stepping back. Kane, you cannot just protect me by yourself. We face things together. You should have told me. He nodded, guilt deepening every line of his face. I'm sorry. I thought I was doing the right thing. Lily's chest ached with a mix of sadness and love. But you lied to me by not telling me, she whispered. And now Chelsea is using that lie. Before Kane could reply, Lily's phone buzzed. This time, it wasn't Chelsea. It was Devon. Call me. Now. Something's happening at the Grand Phoenix. Lily's stomach dropped. She looked at Kane. We need to go. Right now. Kane didn't argue. They rushed out of the gym, moving so quickly guests had to jump out of their way. Lily drove them to the Grand Phoenix with a speed that bordered on reckless, her fury simmering beneath her fear. Chelsea hadn't just threatened to expose the secret, she was actively preparing for war. Inside the hotel's lobby, Chelsea stood near the elevators, her posture rigid, her eyes sweeping the entrance with predator-like focus. She kept checking her phone every few seconds, waiting for Julian to appear. Adam lingered nearby with a bored expression, though the tension in his jaw betrayed his anticipation. So when he gets here, Adam asked casually, what's the plan? Public confrontation? Press leak? Anonymous tip? Chelsea didn't reply. Her silence was more telling than words. Adam shook his head. You really want to destroy Kane? Chelsea looked at him sharply. No. I want to destroy the fantasy Lily's clinging to. Right then, the elevator dinged. A tall, sharply dressed man stepped out, Julian Stiles himself, exuding that slippery charm that masked the ruthless opportunist beneath. Chelsea's lips curled into a victorious smile. Julian, she said, stepping forward. Welcome to Genoa City. Julian smirked. Chelsea Lawson. Still causing chaos, I see. She raised a brow. And you're still profiting from it, I assume? Julian chuckled darkly. Always. Before they could plot further, the glass doors of the lobby flung open.